So, hi everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about strategic position and action evaluation matrix or SPACE matrix. SPACE matrix is a strategic management tool that helps formulate strategies by focusing on the competitive position of the company. This tool can also validate previous matrices like SWOT matrix, BCG matrix, or the IE matrix. Space matrix depends on two internal and two external strategic dimensions. Internal strategic dimension composed of financial strength and competitive advantage, while external strategic dimension have environmental stability and industry strength. So financial strength refers to the financial position of the company where it has the financial resources or not. These can easily be checked into your financial ledgers sa mga companies ninyo. These are return of investments or ROI, leverage, inventory turnovers, liquidity, working capital, cash flows, etc. This can give you a definite answer to financial strength. Competitive advantage refers to the competitive position of your company in the industry. This will tell if you have other strengths aside sa financial. These can be determined by market share, innovation, client loyalty, to name a few. Environmental stability refers to how stable the environment surrounding your company is. This can be done via STEEP or Porter's five forces. You need to look out for technological changes, inflation, demand, price elasticity, government policies, to name a few. All of this is external that surrounds your company. Industry strength refers to how attractive the industry is. Use Porter's five forces for this to measure this factor. This can be measured with growth potential, labor productivity, capacity utilization, to name a few. So before we move on to how to generate the matrix, here are some assumptions. Space matrix uses Cartesian coordinate planes with x and y axis to form four quadrants. Competitive advantage is on the left of the quadrant x-axis with -1 best to -6 worst with -1 closest to the center. Industry strength is on the right side of the quadrant x-axis with +1 worst to +6 best with +1 closest to the center. Environmental stability is on the bottom of the quadrant y-axis naman siya with -1 best to -6 as the worst, -1 closest to the center. Financial strength is on the top of the quadrant y-axis with +1 worst to +6 best with +1 closest to the center. So if you can imagine it right now, so financial strength, nasa taas siya. Environmental stability, nasa baba siya. Ang nasa left ng axis natin is competitive advantage and industry strength is on the right. So how to use space matrix? Choose a set of variables to be used to gauge competitive advantage, industry strength, environmental stability, and financial strength. So choose a set of variables lang as mentioned kanina, yung mga factors that can determine each of this. So competitive advantage, I chose market share, innovation speed. Sa industry strength naman, I wrote on growth potential, capacity utilization, labor output. For environmental naman, inflation and government policies. Sa financial strength, we have cash flow and return of investment. So these are examples that we use in the space matrix. So next is we need to rate individual factors using the rating system in our assumptions earlier. So how do we rate this? This is solely based on your judgment kung you need to compare your company versus the competitors versus the environment. For example, market share, I place this with -2. No? So -2 meaning medyo maganda yung performance ng company ko versus our competitors. So as mentioned earlier, as a competitive advantage is located on the left side of the quadrant, with -1 being the best and -6 being the worst. So -2, maganda siya. Innovation speed, dito tayo naglalag. I gave it a -5. So sunod-sunod lang, industry strength, I have a +6, which means medyo worse siya. So ito lang. Capacity utilization is, +6 is maganda. +1 is worse. Labor output, medyo hindi maganda yung labor output natin. Only comes at +2. Environmental stability, you have -4 inflation. Ito yung mga kalaban usually natin sa companies, organizations. Inflation, government policies. I gave it a -4 and a -6 rating. Here in our financial strength, cash flow of +4 and a return of an investment of +4 also. So again, the rating will depend on your judgment. So the basis of your judgment, of course, is you would benchmark your company versus your competitors versus your environment. Now, we will find the average scores. We would find the mean average scores lang yan. So, i-add mo lang yung mga scores or yung mga ratings that you have come up, then divide it by the number of factors. So, sa average natin, sa CA, we have an average of -3.5. Sa IS natin, +3. Sa ES natin, we have -5 and FS of +4. These values are actually your coordinates that will be used to plot in the following slide. So, we need to plot the values from step 3. In the Cartesian plane, keep in mind the assumptions earlier. So, ganito yung insurance space matrix, ganito yung format niya. Yung points, nilagay ko ito yung mga values natin. Ito yung mga mean values natin na nakuha from FS, IS, ES, and CA. You would need to draw lines to connect one another. Dito natin makikita kung nasaan skewed yung company natin in the matrix. Next is, hindi pa tapos yun. We need to add the average score of competitive advantage and industry strength to get the final x-axis point. Same as true with environmental stability and financial strength to get the final y-axis point. So, i-add mo lang siya. Of course, algebraic theories would come effect in this situation. So, -3.5 plus +3 will give us a value of -0.5. So, -5 plus +4 would give us a value of -1. So this will be our final axis points. No? So CA plus IS, always x-axis, ES and FS, y-axis siya. So we would also plot the values from step 4 in the Cartesian plane. Draw a line from the center to the final point. So ito na yung final na itsura ng matrix natin given sa values and sa write-up na ginawa natin kanina. The red dot signifies the x and the red dot signifies the final x and y points that was computed in step 4. The matrix below shows that our current position is defensive. So nag-skew tayo dito sa defensive side. Ito yung position ng organization natin. So kanina, itong points na ito, nakita natin nasaang side tayo ng matrix. Where are we skewed? So from the shape alone, nakita natin that we are skewed on the conservative side more than the other side. Then mas lower tayo on the competitive side rather than on the aggressive and conservative side. So yung red dot natin ang magsasabi kung nasaan na talaga tayo, which is we are on the defensive side. Data from step 4 is used for analysis in this part. Possible strategies for each are listed down in the module, page 5. You need to read those. Here are some key takeaways. Space matrix is used for validation. This means that if you did not if you did the SWOT matrix or IE matrix, you need to do space to further validate the claims made sa SWOT and IE matrix. Having space matrix to support other matrices can offer more comprehensive strategies since it validates more and gives you a very concrete very concrete visual position of your company. So that ends our discussion for this video. Thank you and good day.